Hope you had an amazing day and that your weekend is starting off right. Or should I say your week is starting off right. I'm Coach Manny Rodriguez. Welcome to my channel. If you're on YouTube, welcome to my Facebook page. If you're on Facebook, if you're not familiar with who Coach Manny is, my focus is to help you bring social media marketing into your business and bring business networking into your business. Bring them together to help you grow your business. I'm Coach Manny Rodriguez. I get the pleasure of talking social media tonight. And that's exactly what the social media networking show is about. We have a networking group called Social Media Networking Group where we network, we learn social media, and we take action as a group. I'll tell you more about that later, but that's what this show is based off of. So we have the group, now we have a show, and we have a virtual summit coming up, and I'll hope to remember to tell you about that as well. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Coach Manny here, looking to serve you once again with all things social media. The purpose of this show is to educate you around social media that matters to your business, along with some business networking tips. If you're not networking for your business, I would love to know why, because I can't think of a good excuse why you wouldn't want to network, whether it's local networking or online networking, building relationships with people, right? Being on a Zoom call, having those one-to-ones so you can get to meet and introduce yourself to more people and help more people. And that's exactly what I want to share with you today, okay? So let's get into it. First thing I want to do is I want to share with you some social media updates. What is going on in the social media world? Well, so every week I do this show. So most of the updates are going to be stuff over the last 7 days, right? Since the last show. If I happen to forget something, I'll just talk about it the following week. So what's going on in social media world this week, right? What's going on out there that matters to your business? Well, first thing I want to talk about is Facebook Messenger. Okay, so if you're familiar with swipe up, right? You can swipe up to go to a link, swipe up to go to a page, swipe up to do things, right? Well, Facebook, let's see if I get that for you here. Facebook announced that they're introducing a swipe up feature where you can discover Vanish Mode for Messenger and Instagram. Now, you will have to, do some things to approve this, to allow it, but it is coming. So you can easily swipe up so that, and then the message vanishes. So they're calling it Vanish Mode. And as you can see, coming soon to Instagram and Messenger if you don't already have it. So notice here it says sometimes a message is just spontaneous, something you want to say in the moment without worrying about it sticking around, right? If you're familiar with Snapchat, that's where stories first began, right? It didn't stick around, right? That's when this whole thing, you can see it for 24 hours type. Well, this is a little step. This is a similar, but a little bit different. So they're introducing Vanish Mode on Messenger, which lets you send messages that disappear automatically. So how it works is simple. Messages disappear after they're seen and you leave the chat. So you look at it, you leave, message gone, right? So if you're trying to share something and you don't want it to stick around, once they see it, it is gone. So to turn it on, swipe up on your mobile device in an existing chat thread. Okay, so the chat already has to be there, and then you're in Vanish mode once you swipe up. Swipe up again, and you're back to your regular chat. Again, it's not available just yet. It's coming soon. But if you're trying to share something, that you do not want to stick around, maybe it's personal, maybe it's private, maybe it's just something for these eyes only, and that's it. Maybe it's very business related. Here's my credit card number, swipe up, it's gone, right? I don't know, Facebook may still have it. So think about that. So they designed Vanish Mode with safety and choice in mind, so you control your experience, okay? Only people you're connected to can use Vanish Mode with you in chat. So Vanish Mode is also opt-in, so you choose whether to enter Vanish Mode with someone. So obviously they're going to send a message that it's in Vanish Mode, and you have to approve to be in that Vanish Mode with them, which is great because you never know who's sending you what, right? So if it's not a reliable source, that is something you will not want to swipe up, right? So, and as always, you can block someone and report a conversation if you feel unsafe. So this is where you're going to be seeing this option soon. If you've not heard about it, guess what? You heard about it here first. But you're going to see that in your Facebook Messenger and your Instagram Messenger. Now, my guess is only a matter of time before it's on WeChat or whatever that is. I don't use that. Whatever the other one is that they have. But Vanish Mode on Instagram will be coming to the US and other countries soon, but you will have to update to the new Messenger experience. Okay, so this is something that they introduced back in the end of September, sometime early October, right? So I'm not going to get into that by any means, but this was something that they introduced, was the new messaging features to Instagram. So you had to opt in for that. Okay, so that does matter to your business because you can now send sensitive stuff that is, the goal is so you feel protected for safety mode, right? So that might be a little comforting for your business, right? A little something for you even as the end user doing business with someone. So that definitely matters to your business. So that's the first update. So something I want to talk about here. CNBC reported this. And again, I'll let you think for yourself, but there is something that I do want to hit on here. So this article came out 2 days ago. The 4 latest contenders to Facebook's social media throne. No doubt Facebook is the leading, company out there, right? So they published this article, and they were talking about 4 of the latest contenders, because obviously things change, right? The one thing that I am feeling and noticing, again, I could be totally wrong. I've not looked at numbers. I've not checked. But it seems like Facebook's losing a little bit momentum. Okay, and I'll get into that a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. It's definitely still a powerhouse, but a lot of people are turning the noise off. And I've shared it with you before. I enjoy this. I enjoy this educational part. I enjoy helping other people. If it wasn't for business purposes, I don't think I would use social media. If I didn't get this opportunity to educate, I don't think I would use social media because it is a lot of drama, right? So I don't go to social media for drama, right? I go there to connect. I go there to be entertained, right? So I'm not going there to hear about your drama, right? That's just not me. I don't want the negative talk. I'm not going there to see what people think about the politics. That's just not me. But let's talk about these 4 that are making some noise. And when I say making some noise, well, for CNBC to create an article around this, I would say there's a little noise there, right? So, as you know, Facebook is a beast, right? It's I believe the biggest platform of number of users using it. So, after the election in the US a couple weeks ago, a lot of people have started migrating to a different platform. And it's called Parler. That is one of the platforms that this article is talking about. You could have seen it. If you're on Facebook, you saw it the next day, right? You saw it the whole week. Hey, if you're on Parler, here's my handle. Let me get into business mode here for a second, okay? I'm going to get away from this article real quick and talk about this Parler thing, okay? What is Parler? So, let me do this here. Let me try to do this. Hold on. Let me show you guys this. What am I doing wrong here? There we go. Whales, bales. There we go. Why can't I share that? That's weird. Hold on a second. Let me close this out. Maybe that was... I don't know what that is, actually. Okay. So, in this article, they talked about Parler. Okay? Parler. Let's read what it's about. I do not have an account. I did not create an account. And I'll tell you why here in a second. The world's town square. Speak freely and express yourself openly without fear of being deplatformed for your views. Can you imagine how much that opens up for misinformation? Can you imagine how much fake news is going to be shared if it's not already? I'm sure it's already being shared. So, is this platform for you? If you want to be distracted, from what you need to be doing for your business, then maybe that's for you. Because that's just going to be a distraction. Truth is, that's going to be a distraction. That's going to be where people can share their opinions all day long. Now, again, I'm all for freedom of speech. I love freedom of speech, right? But there comes a time where it's like, does your focus need to be in another platform? Again, I'm talking business, okay? I'm talking business focused on goals and helping your business get to the next level. I just don't think being on Parler and spending more time on another platform is a wise idea. I don't think spending time on a platform where people can express all types of opinions all day long, come on, is that not a distraction? Now, granted, if you're into politics and you want to go fight sides, that's probably for you. And if you're like heavily into politics, you're probably isolating half your audience, okay? Because not everyone wants your opinions. I'm talking business here. I'm talking business. You could go into a community of like-minded people all day long and hate on people, love on people, whatever on people, right? But from a business standpoint, Parler's a distraction, okay? So that's my 2 cents on this Parler phase that a lot of people are going through. So if your business is focused on you're dead set on being, growing your business and not being distracted, and what platform should I be on? Should I be on every platform out there? I'm thinking not part of Parler. For me, I have no reason to be on Parler. For you, again, what's your focus? What's your focus? Do you need another distraction? Right? I'll leave that there. But let's talk about this article. It's an article that I wanted to share because one of these I wasn't familiar with, okay? And again, I'm not saying, as a social media coach, I tell my clients, and as of the founder of the social media networking group, and I am the coach, the teacher of the group, you don't need to be on every platform. Okay, you just want to, especially when you're starting out, pick a platform, make that your focus. Okay, pick a platform, make that your focus until you're generating leads every day, all week long, right? On a consistent basis. Then you can open it up. There is a little exception to that rule, and I'm not going to get into that, but we'll get into, you probably heard me say it, but we'll get into that another time. Not important. But look at what it's talking about. And we're going to talk about TikTok here in a second. One of the latest contenders to Facebook's social media throne. Remember, what does Facebook do? Oh, we have a rivalry. Let's go do what they're doing on our platform so we can keep people on our platform. They created TikTok. TikTok, what did Instagram go do? Add Reels, right? So it's the exact same thing to TikTok, but it's Reels. So that's a key thing on that. And with TikTok, yeah, we already know that it's and what it's doing is it's a big threat to Facebook, because guess what? If they're on TikTok, they're not on Facebook at the same time, right? Maybe they'll go to it later. Right now, I have deleted the app, and I'm most likely will add the app back. There is relevancy there. My whole thing is what's going on, and now that we know a little more, and I'll share that update with you, but now that we know a little more, TikTok, I've been a fan. I've been a fan since I was introduced to it because it's so funny. I love the way it brings families out. I love the way it brings the creativity out. And it has me chuckling, laughing, doing all types of things, okay? So as a marketer, I want to be in there early as well before it gets really, really big. So TikTok is definitely one of those companies that is taking attention away from Facebook. Facebook has always they always have to try to keep up with the trend. They always have to try to keep up with what's going on in their world to stay at the top, to stay on that throne per se, as the article is referring to. But this is key. So Parler, what it's sharing here is Parler saw its total registered members rise from 4.5 million last week to approximately 8 million now, according to a statement from the COO, Jeffrey Wernick. In terms of active users, that figure has grown from 500,000 active devices 2 weeks ago to more than 4 million. And this was right after the election. Okay? So again, look at what it's described as in the App Store. And I went to the App Store to verify this. Parler is a non-biased free speech social media focused on protecting users' rights. Basically, say what you want. Spread the lies, spread the fake news, do whatever you want. Again, distractions. That's my thought. Discord. Now, I don't really understand Discord much. I did create an account because I think I signed up for something and they wanted you to have a Discord account, like to be a part of their community. So Discord lets users create servers. So you have your own server. You know how you can host your own website type stuff on servers. A website is hosted on a server at GoDaddy or something, or G Suite, Google. Well, Discord lets users create their own servers where friends can hang out in text-focused chat rooms or on voice or video calls. So you can have your own server for your own community. I can definitely see value there for building community, right? I'm sure we can easily see that. They've seen usage grow to more than 100 million monthly active users, up nearly 79% from last November. Now, this particular one, I've not really heard of. If I heard of it once, twice, I don't remember. It's called OnlyFans. OnlyFans is the only one of these social media threats that does not actually offer a mobile app. That's because OnlyFans has become the go-to spot for users to sell original adult content, which Apple bans from the App Store. I'm not 100% what that adult content means. Obviously, we can guess, but that's interesting. That's interesting that the way you find it. So you're not going to easily find this. I don't even know where you can find it at. But despite not having an app, OnlyFans has grown tremendously in the last year. So it looks like even Beyonce mentioned it in her song. Interesting. And TikTok and Instagram users frequently post links directing their followers to their OnlyFans account. Interesting. So they haven't shared their monthly active users yet, but the app has 75 million total users and 1 million creators. So it's growing. It's definitely growing. So those are the top 4 companies that may be contending with these. So going into 2021, that will help you have an idea of what that looks like for them, right? So interesting there. Okay, what else is in the news? Oh, let's see. Post Malone. Now, this is interesting simply from this is not really, this part is not so much relevant to your business. It's relevant to where video is going, where community is going. So let me share that with you here. Let's see. So maybe you're familiar with Post Malone. You know, he's been nominated for some Grammys and things like that. Let's see. Let me share this here. That's why I couldn't share the other time. Makes sense. So Facebook has, I guess you would say, partnered with Post Malone or, something along the lines to create a series on Watch Together. Now, Watch Together is like, it's Facebook Watch, basically. I don't know if they're going to be changing their name completely. They might have already changed their name. But they introduced Watch Together back in like September or something like that. And so they just announced that they're bringing a new show series with Post Malone exclusively to Messenger and Instagram. So obviously they're going to get a lot of Post Malone's fans to want to watch this series. So Watch Together, just to give you a little, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me go back real quick. Don't go back too much. Watch Together, which was September, mid-September this was. So this is around Messenger. This is around Facebook Messenger. So Facebook, where you can get together around the Facebook Watch videos. Now, again, I don't think that this is all going to Watch Together. It's more, I don't even know why they didn't just, I thought Facebook Watch was about users and getting it. But Watch Together sounds like it's more going to be in Messenger, where you can invite people via Messenger. Whereas Facebook Watch is you're just inviting people that are on Facebook. This is exclusively through Messenger. Okay, so that's the main difference I can tell from there. Okay, but on Watch Together, you can enjoy watch videos. You can watch Facebook videos, Facebook Watch videos with your friends and family and see their reactions in real time over Messenger calls and Messenger rooms. That's probably part of when they introduced Messenger rooms, which was definitely before September, I believe. I don't know. Time flies so much. It's crazy. So that is something that they're doing with Post Malone, the Grammy Award winner. So It's going to be called Post Malone's Celebrity World Pong League, and it'll be a 10-episode series airing on Wednesdays and Fridays. So that'll be interesting. I'm not a Post Malone fan. I'm not really I like music, particular music. I don't really know what he sings. I'm sure I know some of the songs. I never remember who's with what songs. You know, you get used to the song, not necessarily who's singing it. So this is going to be featuring Post Malone going head-to-head against his celebrity friends, including Doja Cat, Machine Gun Kelly, I've heard that name, Quavo, Saweetie, in a battle to become the world Pong champion. Now, let's be real. That is kind of interesting. World Pong, that is kind of interesting. You know, we all went, you know, we've all heard of beer pong, soda pong, whatever pongs are out there, ping pong, my favorite. But think about that. I mean, watching these celebrities, good job, Facebook. But the purpose that I bring this up, number one, it is news, but why does it matter your business? It matters because look at what they're doing around videos. Look at what they're doing around Facebook Watch. Do you put out videos and then invite people to come? You really should be doing it. But also, what matters most to your business is look how they created a series. You can do that. Sure, they're having a little more, you know, production behind this, but you can create a series, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and it all be related to something. That's what's big on a lot of these things, you know, especially when you're on YouTube. Create a series so that they have to go from, you know, one video to the next video to the next video. That keeps your watch time going off the roof, keeps them on your channel. That's, of course, a little tip right there. So that's probably part of the did you know, because I don't think I created that today. So Post Malone is going to be on. What do you guys think about that? I'm curious. What do you think about that? Okay, what else is in the news? Okay, this article is from, it's called Media Update. And the reason why I like this, because number one, it does matter to your business, okay? Remember, 2020 has been a crazy, crazy year. So when it comes to social media trends, what's going on today affects tomorrow. We already know that. That's why it's time to make your adjustments, learn how to work more from home. If you need to start a business from home, now's the time. Find something you're passionate about, okay? If you need introductions, I'm glad to make some introductions for you, okay? So I want to share with you some of these social media trends that this article mentions that I can definitely, resonate with. So when it comes to what's trending, okay, especially with places like Parler and things like that, one of the things that you're going to want to be looking out for next year is digital disinformation. You know, the year 2021 will be the year of truth, as many brands on social media are becoming more and more wary of the spread of misinformation. Number one, Facebook is trying to combat that big time. That's why people are leaving. Okay, one of the reasons why people are leaving. You know, they want to say whatever they want to say. They don't want to be censored, right? So, but at the same time, we as business owners, we have to be careful for this. We have to know when it's misinformation. It's amazing the number of things that get shared. Celebrity deaths. So many of that has been fake news. I haven't seen that in a while, so I'm going to guess maybe Facebook's doing a good job on hiding that. But how many times did you see a celebrity death that you went to Google and you're like, oh, right away, it's on Snopes says that's not true. You know, so we're becoming smarter and smarter about this. So I can appreciate that. Understand your brand's algorithm. Fake news is targeted towards those that engage with similar content. Basically, your online behavior and footprint is what attracts disinformation. So if you frequently engage with or view fake news, you could be setting yourself up as a target. So even if you share a, I'm forgetting what it's called off the top of my head. Shoot, I don't remember. It's almost there. Satire news. I think that's what it's called. But news that they put up in a way to, they know it's fake, but they're trying to be funny. Okay? This looks a little blurry for some reason. I hope that's not blurry. Okay, that looks like it's clearing up. But some people do that in a way to be funny. Okay? But here's the thing. The algorithm, if you open that up and you're following that type of stuff, guess what? You're going to be exposed to fake news. Okay? And then when you go and do your search, fake news is going to be fed to you because you're known to click on that stuff. This is key. This is why I don't see a bunch of that stuff. Train your news feed. One good way to avoid engaging with misinformation is to train your news feed to only showcase posts from reputable websites. And you do that by following reputable websites. So when you're sharing and engaging with trusted sources, that's telling the algorithm, show them more trusted and engaging content. So this is key on what is it that you're doing. So this helps you. And if you do spot fake news, flag the post, okay? Let Facebook or whatever you're on, let them do their due diligence on it. So be vigilant of news sources on social media. Become a fact checker by making sure that whatever news is shared on your platform is relevant and is true. So I'll be wrapping this up here shortly. I can see time is flying and I'm almost done. So memes is gaining more popularity. It's already been gaining popularity over the last few years, right? Well, it's only going to increase. So according to YPulse, a youth research and insights company, an average of 75% of 13 to 36 year olds and 79% of 13 to 17 year olds share memes. Now notice how that's up to 35 years old. Now, obviously, that's just high numbers. Even on the lower scale, a lot of people share memes. Okay? So that is something that you're going to see trending a little more as it already has been. So, this is with their increased usage, however, comes a word of caution. Due to so many consumers sharing them with one another, the chances of your brand's logo and name appearing throughout this trend is also increases. So, and as brands well know, not all publicity is good publicity, as the frequent sharing of memes and increase of disinformation can also lead to audiences sharing fake news about your brand. Be careful there. So, nostalgia marketing. You're probably seeing a lot of people sharing memories, right? Because that's becoming more, that's becoming a thing. So an increasing trend in the new year will be nostalgia marketing, something that was at its peak in 2020. Now, considering the current state of the world and its constant state of flux, it's no surprise that people are keen on remembering. Because how many times is it like, remember when we did this? Remember when we did that? Especially during this year. We're all doing that. I was at a racquetball tournament. As you can see, we had our, not tournament, but we had our match versus another high school. And while I was there, just 6 months ago, okay, that's not 6 months ago, as far back as February, the last time we were playing there before last week, they would have coffee for us to easily get. They would have water. Those were the good old days, right? So it just wasn't, it's not the same. So nostalgia marketing, think about that. That you're going to probably see more and may even be purposeful. Pepsi coming out with their own look on nostalgia stuff around there. You know, those old, looking things in ways or another. Social gaming is on the rise, is trending. So an audience that is often overlooked in the marketing industry is that of a gamer. In my case, I don't target gamers, but why? I don't know. I can help them grow a YouTube channel, right? I can help them grow on different things, but, they're learning on their own as well. But social gaming is growing as well. So according to Graysong, in an article from Marketing Interactive, the number of people who identify as gamers has increased from 31.4 million to 41.2 million. That is a huge growth on gamers. Wow. So interesting there. Okay. The 4 C's of Corona. Now, a lot of businesses are already going this way to try to help them separate themselves so you can trust coming to them. But this is essentially what's going to set the tone for marketers come 2021. The 4 C's of COVID-19 include community, cleanliness, contactless, and compassionate. Interesting. Makes so much sense. The 4 C's of Corona. Interesting. So what does this actually entail? Well, let's take a look. Community. Brands will need to place a larger focus on the needs and concerns of those around them in their strategies. Obviously, cleanliness. With hygiene being a prime focus, it's no surprise that brands like KFC actually dropped its finger licking good slogan in order to better align its branding with the changing times. Ta-da! Contactless. Just as brands will be more clean, they'll also be contactless, meaning products and services are now being altered to accommodate the new environment. Interesting. So that is something that is obviously trending, right? So those are now granted, I broke down number 1. Okay, so I wanted to I wanted to share because this is definitely relevant with all of this fake news that I've been hitting on. So those 5 are digital disinformation, meme media, mimetic media, however you pronounce it, mimetic, nostalgia marketing, social gaming, and the 4 C's of Corona. Those are 5 social media trends to look out for according to mediaupdate.co. So, interesting there. And I wouldn't share it if it didn't make sense to me. It makes sense because 2021 is going to be feeding off of 2020, okay? As they're rolling out this vaccine, as they're doing all those things, everything 2020 is going to roll into 2021, and these are things that matter. Okay, that is the social media news and updates for the week. Okay, shoot. I do have a few more. I want to share with you. So, real quick, TikTok has a little extension on that sale. Okay, they were coming up on the date on when they had to sale, and there was an extension, and it was extended to November 27th. So they asked for the courts to extend, and there was a 15-day extension. I've been updating you on TikTok, so I wanted to touch base on that real quick. That's why I feel like something good is going to come out of this, and of course, people will still always get our data in some form or another, in my opinion. But real quick, Instagram is changing their I'm not going to, let's see if I can show you this real quick. I don't think I can from there, but let me do this article and then I can show you. So they're changing the very bottom menu. So when you go in there, they're changing it. So this is an article from Tech Explore. You can find this out there on many different places, but their Instagram adds the Reels and Shop tabs in its home screen, and it's removing the search and notification tabs. So if you look at your bottom, okay, I'll show you this. This is easier. Now, some of us may still be on the old. This is the new. Okay, this is the new version of it, and it's not. Let me see. What in the world? So if you look at the bottom, you can see the home screen. The search, the middle is going to be your Reels, and then the next one next to the Reels is your Shop. Okay, that's your Shops tab. So there's a before and after here somewhere. Oh, maybe that was in a different article that I was reading. Shoot, I thought they had a different article. Okay. So this is what it's going to be looking like. Right now, if you look at it, you may see this is here on about.com. I was hoping to see the before and after, but this is what the new way is going to look like. Now, again, it may already show on yours. On mine, it does not show. Okay? So I checked for an update. I didn't have an update as well, but they are changing it. Again, staying on trend. So you're going to see your app look a little different, okay? Because they're changing the way they're getting rid of the notification tab. So once you go in, you're not going to see all these, hundreds of people that you haven't, liked or whatever on there. And they're adding the Reels so that it's easier to get to Reels. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. Okay, almost done here. And I had some other things I was going to get to, but I'm just going to share with you the updates. And I'm going to skip that one and share this. I'm curious, okay? I want to share this with you because I am curious how accurate this may be. According to TechCrunch, I don't know where they got it from. Maybe it just says something in there. According to TechCrunch, a new forecast pegs TikTok to top 1.2 billion monthly active users in 2021. Think about that. 1.2 billion. Now, musically, they barely got anywhere, right? They never really gained momentum to get anywhere because people just thought that was a kid's place that you go sing. That's what I was thinking anyway. So, according to TechCrunch, I don't know where they're getting the numbers from exactly, but I do trust TechCrunch to be a very formative source. I get a lot of updates from here. So it's expected that TikTok's going to, their upwards trajectory is expected to continue in 2021, according to a new forecast from mobile data and analytics firm App Annie, which estimates the short form video app will surpass the 1 billion monthly active user mark next year. Okay? Interesting, I have to say. So, what do you think? Do you think that that's going to happen? I'm going to guess that they're going to come close but do not hit that. Okay? Now, with all these lockdowns, if we go back into another lockdown, well, we're probably going to definitely pass that no problem. But I definitely do believe it's going to continue to grow big time with those numbers. Okay? So that is my thought process on, where could it go? Is it going to go there? It's definitely going to keep growing. It's definitely going to keep growing by far. I'm trying to see, and maybe it was in there, how many current monthly users are on TikTok? TikTok monthly active users. Let me see if I can. About 80 million monthly active users as of September 2020, that looks like. So they're saying that it's going to go from 80 million to 1.2 billion active users. Well, this sale better get finalized if that's to happen. Because if China is doing anything to mess with this data, you know that it's going to become a problem, okay? So I'm not saying they are. That's just what, president is saying or was saying. I'm not too sure. So that is interesting. That's why I wanted to share that, okay? Why does that matter to your business? Well, if that's accurate, we better get on now, right? If that is even going to come close, we better get on now. No, this is just a forecast, right? No one really knows what will happen, but it is still trending upwards, okay? And with people wanting more laughs, more, something new and unique, I can definitely see people migrating over there big time, okay? So I definitely can see that happening along those ways on what they're trying to do. Okay, so I hope you got some value from today's updates on what's going on over the last 7 days. And the big thing is you got to stay on top of things for your business. It's my job to help educate you to stay on top of those things. I may forget things. Sometimes I forget so much. The other day I said you need 4,000 hours. Wait, maybe 4,000 minutes. Oh, wait, I think it is 4,000 hours. And you see, it's like it could just slip that 1 second, right? So you forget things, you remember things, and who knows what is. I just want to help you grow your channels, your business, help you with networking. And my networking tip for today. Okay, as you know, I network a lot, okay? So if you networking, when I say network, go to a meeting, right? You'll get a chance to stand up and share people what we call as an infomercial. You get up and a lot of people kind of advertise themselves or they share, this is who I would like an introduction to. I definitely like this is who I would like an introduction to. But this is what I've always done. For me, I'm all about educating. Try this. Get up and offer a tip, right? Offer some type of education. So, for example, I'll get up and I'll share, why you should use Facebook stories or Instagram stories. It's something that is, people like the authenticity. I'm a social media coach. So when I get up, I'm getting up as a social media coach, right? I am not going to say I'm looking for people who are looking to grow their business on social media. To me, that's boring. I want to educate people right there in my audience. I want to give them tips. 3 activities, the only 3 activities they should be focused on when it comes to their business, right? Building an audience, educating your audience, and solving problems for your audience, okay? They have challenges. Do you have solutions, right? That's a tip right there. What are the 3 activities they should be doing? I just shared with them. So if they're thinking of using social media, I just gave them 3 activities, the only 3 activities they should be focused on, right? Part of solving that challenges and problems comes your sale, right? So that is so key. So that is a tip that I would get up. If I'm talking Instagram stories, yeah, I'm going to share with you what kind of stuff you're going to put on Instagram stories and why it's different than your Instagram feed or Facebook, right? I'm going to give them little tips to make them think. I'm going to talk about Facebook Live all day. I'm going to share with them tips on how to overcome the fear to do Facebook Lives, right? I'm going to give them a little formula to do their Facebook Live. I'm giving tips to show, wow, this guy is always giving great tips. He really knows his stuff. And then I'm going to let social media do the talking for me. Okay, I'm going to let my content do the talking for me. I'm going to let my class do the talking for me. I'm going to let other people do the talking for me. I just want to educate you. I want to provide you with some value. I don't want to be selfish and say, this is what I want. That's just not what I feel. I want to educate you, right? So that is the tip of the day. Get up there and think of it as a way to educate, not to try to sell them. Okay? This is key for them to understand your knowledge, how you can help them. So that is the networking tip for the day. You guys heard me talk about my class a few times, okay? I want to share that with you as I close this up. We have a social media networking group. That's what this show is based off of, okay? We also have a virtual summit coming up on December 8th. It's a full day of professional development around social media marketing and business networking. So we have some top trainers, some amazing speakers who are going to educate you on how you can use social media, different aspects of social media marketing to help you grow your business. We're going to have professional networkers who do networking full-time to help them grow their business. And when I say full-time, I don't mean like a full-time job. I mean that they're doing so much networking to help grow their business. That's what they do. And some of these speakers, most of these speakers barely use social media. They're just business networking. I'm trying to help you bring social media marketing, business networking together to grow your business. If that sounds like a networking group you want to be a part of, well, just let me know. Send me a message, m.me/Coach Manny Live. And here's the best part, my friends. It's only $25 a month. We meet every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and it's full of education. And what we do is every month we pick one topic and focus on that topic all month. That way you go from zero to somewhere by the end of the month. Right now we're on YouTube. They're branding their channel. They're uploading videos. They're optimizing these videos. They're learning the proper keywords to look for. Man, it's amazing. If that sounds like something that you would be interested in, send me a message at m.me/Coach Manny Live. My friends, I hope you got some value. Make sure to smash that subscribe button so you get notified when I upload a video or whenever I go live on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, make sure to click on that like or follow my page and click on the notifications so that you get updates when I go live. And most of these videos are all live, so you can interact with me, you can ask questions you can just engage with me so that I know that you are getting value. That's by the subscribe button. But you may want me to talk about a particular topic, right? I would love to hear your feedback on some of the topics that I'm sharing, right? Are you on TikTok? Are you using YouTube? My friends, I just want to serve you, okay? How can I help you next? Make sure you tune in next Monday night for some more updates and news around social media marketing. And make sure you subscribe because I'm going to share some other videos all on training, not the whole not a show. It's just training you around social media. I'm Coach Manny Rodriguez. If you're not sure how to use social media for your business, just call your Puerto Rican friend. I'm here to help. I love you guys. Peace. Have a great day.